Week 1. Who wrecked the kitchen? Mother had cleaned the kitchen and made some sweet treats because we were expecting company. Uncle Harry, Aunt Marion, and Mrs. Bonbon were coming over. That's me, Annabelle, and my little brother David. We'd been waiting all morning for Mother's cupcakes, pies, and her specialty, candy apples. Before the company arrived, Mother decided to make one more check of the snacks. I better make sure. What she saw when she walked in made her gasp. A wine bottle broken on the floor, a chair broken and knocked over, a knife on the floor. What a mess! Who could have done this, and why? Before we could clean up the mess, the front doorbell rang. It was Uncle Harry and Aunt Marion. And at the same time, knocking on the back door was my old teacher, Mrs. Bonbon. Mother was still angry about the mess. Sergeant would have barked at a stranger. That meant it had to be one of the 5 of us. Everybody felt horrible about the mess, but nobody wanted to admit they had made it. I bet it was my little brother David. He probably couldn't wait to get his hands on one of Mother's delicious candy apples. I know. I will look for fingerprints using my detective kit I got for my birthday last year. That way we'll know who was in the kitchen last. I dusted for prints and found a perfectly clear print on the newly cleaned china cup. Then I took the prints of my other 4 suspects. Boy, they weren't happy about the mess on their hands. Eureka! There's a match! Detective Annabelle solves the crime. Do you know who wrecked the kitchen? You can press pause and go back and forth if you need to, but there is definitely a match. I'm so sorry, dearie. I was so hot and thirsty after my walk. I just wanted to grab a quick glass of water. I didn't want to be a bother. The next thing I knew, everything was broken. Everything was a mess. Oh, how can you forgive me? You never can. Of course I forgive you, my dear sweet Mrs. Bonbon. You never have to be embarrassed to admit you make a mistake, though. We're always happy to help. Now, there's still some sweet treats ready to be shared. Let's eat.